What's up everyone, Max Tech Toy Box here, and I'm going to be doing a review on the Huawei GT Watch 2. So just some quick specs on this. This is the 46mm version. I think it has a quick connect 22mm straps on here. It says supposed to boast 2 weeks of battery life. Does have a 1.39 inch touch AMOLED display. GPS is supported along with Bluetooth 5.1, Bluetooth Low Energy. Some of the sensors available on here, or that it has: accelerometer sensor, gyroscope, geomagnetic, optical based heart rate monitor on the back, ambient light sensor, air pressure sensor, capacitive sensor. Okay, so this also does work with, I think it's first beat technology. So you're like things like VO2 max and whatnot will be supported on here as well. So it's supposed to be a very good fitness tracker, but some of the things that I have heard that this fails at is smartwatch aspects. So like notifications, I believe you only get one-way notifications. There's no microphone, so you can't respond to text messages and things of that nature. But I'm gonna put it through its paces and see what I think about it, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so we're back. Been using this for a couple of weeks and I'm ready to give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, so really quickly, sort of go over the base information of this device. It is $299. Sort of difficult to find it available in the US because of the Huawei ban, but I did find it on Amazon. That's why it took me so long to get my hands on this. And so yeah, so this does use standard 22mm watch straps. I think I went over that with the initial unboxing. Fairly easy to interchange, no problems with that at all. Sort of this round OLED display is nice. Tap to wake. So this is sort of your back button. This is to launch your workouts here. This is, like I said, sort of like your universal back button. You can scroll left to right. If you scroll immediately to the left, gives you sort of your breakdown for the day, how many active hours, active minutes, steps. Music, if you have on there, you can play it. It gives you your weather. So if I wanted to, I could play music from this because it does have a speaker. Speaker is decent, nothing crazy. You know, it's decent. I'm glad that they decided to put a speaker on here. And of course you can connect a Bluetooth headset monitor to this to listen to music. Weather, like I said. Stress levels gives you sort of your range throughout the entire day. Tells you your average levels and where you are and if that's normal or not. Average heart rate as well tells you your resting heart rate and then your high for the day. And then this is your home screen. So first, let's go ahead and get off the things that I like about this device. I really do like the look of this. I like this large OLED display. To me, it looks very good. It sort of looks like a traditional watch face. You do also have the ability to have a always on. So let me see, you go back here, swipe down, get you to settings. So I can go here, I can go to display, advanced, sleep, screen on, turn this on because you have digital or analog. Continue. The reason why it cut off because after my battery dropped low, I think 20%, it asked me if I wanted to turn it off and I said yes. So let's go over some of the other settings, I guess, if you guys will. You can connect earbuds, as you see here. So the display settings, sound settings, vibration settings for strength for notifications. I have it set at strong. Do not disturb. Down button, you can have this sort of launch whatever you want it to, just regular workouts, heart rate monitor, all those things like that. System about. Okay, so we'll go back there. So like I said, I do like the way that this looks. No, we'll leave it alone. This large OLED panel, to me, it does look like a traditional watch. If you have an analog watch face, it looks good. No qualms at all about the design of this. I like the heart rate monitor placement. I like everything about the look of this device. There's nothing that I dislike about the way that this watch looks. And it is a larger, I think it's like a 1.39 OLED panel. Yep, so it's a 1.39 inch AMOLED display, 454 by 454. This is the 44mm watch. It does also come in a 42mm sport variant. It's not too heavy either. I think it was like, let me see how many grams this weighs so I can give you guys the correct information. 41 grams. The Sport is 29 grams. So I don't know if I misspoke earlier. This is 46 millimeters. There's the Sport version that's 42 millimeters. For all those trolls in the comment section that are going to start talking about, me giving misinformation, which is sort of on me. I want to make sure I give the right information anyways. But like I said, I do like the way that this looks on my wrist. I'm a bigger guy. Looks great to me. So overall, it definitely won me over in the look department in terms of things that I like. Next, battery life. So battery life really for me is sort of in the middle of the road. It's advertised as 2 weeks. So this is the problem that I have with OEMs or just vendors in general. They advertise as something having 2 weeks of battery life. If you don't get 2 weeks of battery life, then you're going to be disappointed. I didn't get 2 weeks of battery life on this. As a matter of fact, in my most recent trip, I went to New Orleans. I charged this Friday. So the last time this was charged was Friday. Today's Tuesday. So Friday, say Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So really it's like 4 days. And my battery level is at 13%. I only did like 2 workouts, one that used GPS, the other just used a heart rate monitor. Besides that, I did wear it 24/7 for accurate sleep tracking and things of that nature and for step counting. But, and I did listen to music for one particular workout, and that's it. So, I did have this always on display on as well. So I guess that really makes a tremendous hit on the battery. I will say that because before when I used it, it did last a little bit longer. But I would say I'm averaging probably about 5 to 6 days of battery life. I didn't see 2 weeks. Maybe if I didn't work out at all, I might see that. But hey, I'm using the watch and the features the way that it's designed to be used. So battery life to me is still good in my opinion. You're getting 4 to 5 days for battery life, 5 to 6 days. But because it's advertised as 2 weeks, that's why it's sort of like middle of the road. Next, I do like the fitness features for this. This does have GPS built in. It has a decent heart rate monitor as well. Fairly accurate with other fitness trackers that I have used. GPS is sort of spotty. When I did a walk down in downtown New Orleans, because of the higher buildings, I did expect it not to be as accurate, but it was about 0.2 to 0.3 miles off when compared to my GPS on my phone. Okay. But this has that GPS GLONASS, and I don't think it has Galileo, just GPS and GLONASS. Also, you do get the ability to see your VO2 max if you're using this. For most fitness trackers, you have to work out, you have to run outside for at least 15 minutes before that shows. This also has your training effect. So like your anaerobic effect versus aerobic effect. It lets you know how long you need to rest between workouts before you have fully recovered. So it's nice. I like those fitness trackers. All day continuous heart rate monitoring as well, sleep tracking, stress level monitoring, all the things that you really need for a accurate fitness tracker. So hat goes off to Huawei for that, because a lot of fitness trackers don't have that, especially the training effect. And like I said, with the VO2 Max, a lot of fitness trackers don't have that, but this does have it. Moving on next. Also, you can stream music from the watch, as I stated before, and you can answer calls through the watch as well. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get a call placed really quickly so you guys can see what that looks like. All right, so I'm gonna have my wife call me now. Let's see how this works. So you can't make phone calls, but you can pick up or answer phone calls. So here we go. All right, sorry guys, that was a very dumb moment of me. I forgot I was recording this with the same phone that I wanted to take the phone call on, and I can't do that. So unfortunately, you guys will just have to take my word for it. Call volume is it's loud. It's not the loudest, don't get me wrong. It's not super loud, but fairly crisp. The callers do say that they can tell that I'm using a Bluetooth device. They don't know that it's a watch, but it sounds like a headset. So it doesn't sound as good as it would if you were just talking directly from your phone. But hey, to me, that's not that big of a deal. To me, this is more just about convenience. If you have a bunch of things in your hand and you can't pull out your phone, you can just answer directly from the watch and speak to the watch as if, normal, if that is considered normal. Alrighty, moving on. So that's pretty much, I guess you could say, everything that I like about the device. The way it looks, I like the fitness trackers. I like the ability to stream music from the watch. You can download music directly from the application, built in from the Huawei watch. You can, like I said, stream it to Bluetooth headphones. You can stream it directly from the watch without headphones. You can answer phone calls. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the Huawei app looks like now. So here you guys see the Huawei Health application. Just gives you a brief synopsis of sort of everything that's going on throughout the day. You go over to here to heart rate. It will give you the heart rate range from the low to the highest. And of course you can go throughout the different days of the week or previous days to see what that range was. You can click on the resting heart rate, give you a little bit of information there along with the high heart rate and low heart rate. Going back here, you can go and click on your latest activity that you've done, and then you can look through the whole slew of activities that you have done, and it'll give you the details in terms of where you were for your heart rate range for that activity as well. Going back, let's click on another activity. So here for an outdoor run, give you all these different metrics: average speed, average pace, of course your aerobic training effect, anaerobic training effect, VO2 max, recovery time, just information about what all of those metrics mean for you if you don't know what they are. Going back here, looking at your nightly sleep, checking out your score as well. One thing that I wish that they did is that they had more of the breakdown for day, week, month, and year, like they have here for sleep, if they had that for the fitness tracking activities as well. But going down, you see the night sleep being broken down into different percentages, giving you different references for what you should be achieving. Very, very in-depth information that they give you. I like that Huawei gives that for the sleep tracking. Here, we're looking at stress, your average stress, where you are, and if you are within the normal ranges as well. Here just lets you see how if you want to track a new exercise, and then just looking at the list of devices. And then here it also shows if you go to music, you can manage the music and you can add music from the application as well. Okay, so now let's get to the things that I don't like about this. Personally, I don't really like the price at $299 because of everything that it offers. I know that sort of sounds a little weird, but it's a good fitness tracker, but not a really good smartwatch, which is unfortunate. I think that especially at this price point, this is competing with the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. It should be coming in cheaper because the Galaxy Watch Active 2 just does more. But anyway, so let's first the cons. Like I said, the price, I don't like that $299 price. I think it should have been lower just because it lacks features that other fitness trackers or smartwatches have at that price. So the biggest con to me after that is no voice to speech dictation. So there's no actionable notifications. Okay, if you receive the notification, there's nothing that you can do to it at all. You just see that it's a notification and then you have to answer or do whatever from your phone. This has a microphone because you can accept phone calls. I don't know why I do know why they don't have the voice to speech dictation, and that has to do with Huawei's operating system. It's a very light OS, and it just does not have the ability to run things like that. And then that goes to my next gripe. There's not many third-party applications. You are basically tied into the Huawei ecosystem with this watch, and it's pretty much what you see is what you get. There's pretty much no third-party applications, and also, again, very limited watch faces as well. You're coming from Wear OS or even Tizen OS with the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2, even the Apple Watch, the Fitbit, even the wow, I can't even think of the name of the other watches that I've done reviews on the channel, but there's more robust, the Amazfit, there's more watch faces on those platforms in comparison to here with the Huawei watch. Another thing that I don't like, because I work out a lot and there's no actual weightlifting feature on here or a fitness tracking ability. So there's just something called other. Sure, you can just track all your workouts as other, but I would have liked that they would have just had a fitness tracking portion called weightlifting, like you have basketball, running, swimming, things of that nature. Like just throw weightlifting in there. You know, that's sort of like, that's probably me being petty, but it is what it is. I'm saying what I don't like. Let's see, lack of third party. And then there's also no automatic fitness tracking. So again, this is being compared, it's not in a vacuum. I'm comparing it to other fitness trackers, and specifically Huawei and Samsung are heavy hitters in the game. So they're going to be compared to each other. So the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 has active fitness tracking. Like if you're walking for I think over 15 minutes or running for over 7 or 8 minutes, it automatically starts tracking it, and it's tracked from the beginning. So it's a retroactive. It goes back and it tracks throughout that entire time. With this, it does nothing of the sort. You have to start all of the activities from the watch, which is sort of, especially since this is geared to being more of a fitness tracker, that should have been built in to do. All right. So again, because it lacks those things that the Galaxy Watch Active 2 has, or even just the Samsung Galaxy Watch devices in general. That's why I think that the price should be lower than $299. So overall, in my opinion, this is a very, very, very nice looking watch. I really like the aesthetic look that Huawei did with this. It's very good at what it does. Actually, I would almost say it's great at the things that it does. And pretty much everything that it doesn't do, I can't say it sucks at it, just doesn't do them. It's a really good fitness tracker. Like I said, the heart rate monitor is pretty accurate. Another thing that I didn't like is that you can't connect a Bluetooth heart rate monitor to it either. I'm gonna go ahead and say that because I do think that more of these vendors need to allow that to happen, especially where you have that ability on the Apple Watch and with Wear OS. And with knowing that you're sometimes, especially with weightlifting, and HIIT exercises, there's going to be certain exercises that you're just not going to be able to get accurate heart rate monitor from an optically based heart rate monitor. So if you have the ability to connect a Bluetooth heart rate monitor to this and you can wear it as a chest strap, you're going to get better data. Okay, so overall, like I said, I really think that this is a beautifully looking device. Really looks good. Great durability, no durability issues. It feels really good in the hand. Looks great on the wrist. I'll go ahead and put this on for you guys so you can see. Like I said, the things that I just don't like is in my opinion, it's not a real smartwatch. It's just more of a fitness tracker. And then to me, in my opinion, because of that, that also sort of makes it tough to recommend because I might do a comparison between this and the Garmin Venue. But then you have things like the Garmin watches that now, they originally were just very good fitness trackers, and now they're able to do some smartwatch things. You can listen to music on the Garmin Venue, even the Garmin Vivo Active 4, the Garmin 645 music that I have. You have actionable notifications. So that already, because you have actionable notifications, you're sitting better than what Huawei has. And the Garmin Venue is not a slouch. It's a very nice looking device and it's a great fitness tracker. Stay tuned for that video review. So if you guys want to see a video review comparing the Garmin Venue to this, just let me know in the comment section and I might go ahead and throw that together. So this is Max Tech Toy Box signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the video review. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you guys' thoughts, and if you guys have any questions at all about this device, just let me know in the comment section. See you guys later. Peace.